Damn you! I hit the button. I was like, all right, I'm gonna time this just right for you can't even like get the chance to do the air condition. But no, I still missed it. Oh shoot. Welcome everybody to the I'm a Grim Show.
Where you be grim mused. Perfect.
No, never again. That's no cut.
Hey, no cut.
Walks off camera. No, cut. Too much. Oh, there is so much stuff to go down the list on, but hey, just to say hey again to everybody, because man, I feel like it's been forever. And by forever, I mean I talk to you like every other day, but at the same time, nobody's heard your voice in like almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're like your side piece that you just call it a week. You know?
Oh, I mean, kind of, but like essentially, what it is, somebody bought a chicken leg like 2 weeks ago. Like, oh wow, this is some really good chicken, and then a week later, this is like, oh cool, like hey, I came back to like get the rest of that chicken. They're like, what chicken? They're like, what? And then so they left it be, and then they walked away, and then they came back the week after that, and the restaurant was gone.
The restaurant was gone.
I was like, where did the restaurant go? Where's the rest of my chicken?
Sounds like me whenever I go to Popeyes. I'm like, damn, I'll sell my soul for chicken.
I wouldn't.
That's how I do. Wow.
What do I look like? What do I look like? A stereotype?
Yes.
Oh, you're right. Welcome again, everybody. I guess if we want to hop right into it, why wait? Why wait at all? Because we kept people waiting for so long. And Marvel Avengers review. Yeah. Go ahead. Because you're beautiful. Well, no, I ended. You weren't there for it. The one I did, the whole Final Fantasy style episode. I ended it by saying like, "I love you," and everyone's like, "Wait, what?"
No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear you talk about filler games. We want the meat.
Oh,
we want the meat.
Oh,
and I'm here to give you my meat. Wait.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What? No, not
yeah.
Not yeah.
Yeah.
Not yeah.
Only with consent. True gentlemen give consent. Every time. Every time. Probably gonna have to edit that out.
Did you say true gentlemen give 50 cents?
No, consent. Consent.
Okay. This is how you end up sounding like the Deep. All right, that I might edit out.
This is the thought process of you saying that. I was like, hold on, what? Right,
how is it? How is it? I'm always the one that ends up going too far every single time.
Because it's like we have to one up each other. And you're just like, oh, nah, he ain't one up me. Let's go.
You say one up, and here's the thing: like you jumped over a railing, I jumped over a railing too, but I went over the freeway.
Every time.
Let me just slam on my brakes real quick and kill this dolphin. Again, welcome everybody to the Hame Grim Show.
You're still beautiful.
You're still beautiful. We're all beautiful. Especially you. Oh, okay. I was going to say especially you. All right. Well, to that guy, apparently lied to you. You're not.
Exactly.
You should get over it.
Not just kidding. We're just playing hard to get.
Oh, I wasn't.
Dang. Hi. All right.
Oh my
God.
Go
ahead and get into this review.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, my takes on Marvel, right? I'm going to be 100% honest with you. They had a big update that apparently fixes a lot of the game and some other stuff they added. But just to give you a breakdown of my experience of it the week I got it,
okay,
I'm going to tell you right now, I would not buy this game right away. Honest.
Well, okay, wait. Is this like after the patches too?
With the patches, I still would probably my same decision. Unless you're a big Marvel fan, I would say probably get it because it's like it's an investment. Basically, it kind of feels almost. It is bad to say because it kind of feels like Destiny. But the only difference that I could tell you compared to that is that at least in this game, even though I don't like the story that much, at least it's more coherent than Destiny. I understand what's going on. I know what's going on. In Destiny, I didn't know what anything was going on. All I know is there were shadows and they were tearing up everything. This, I at least know. No, not even. If you're literally just here for the story, don't even. Don't even. Because literally, honestly speaking, that what makes the game fun is the gameplay of you playing as your favorite hero and looting. And honestly speaking, and this is the other kind of the big problem I have too. The looting is bare bones, honestly. Honestly, like there's nothing crazy about your legendaries or anything like that. I have heard exotics do change up it up a little bit, but I don't know by how much. So I couldn't tell you the full thing on that one. But from what I can tell from the exotic, it boosts your ability super hard to an insane amount of damage. Because that's what my buddy was telling me, Ryan, and he was able to do his door thing going on with he shoots electricity all over the place to a crazy amount of damage, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, I like the idea of more damage, but I also like the idea of the loot actually being something unique. Where like, oh, your rockets now split into multiple rockets. Let's just say for the instance, like some Borderlands stuff.
So that actually makes you play differently.
Yeah, honestly, like Thor, whenever he twirls his hammer, wind comes out or something. I don't know. Anything. I don't care. I really don't.
That kind of goes to like my issue I said I had with it, where it don't feel like anything you pick up, to me personally, means anything. It's just you're increasing your number as much as you can, and you're good.
Yeah, you're basically increasing your number, and there is ailments, stuff like that. Like, there is something fun you can do where you can shrink your enemies by your abilities. Like, your rockets has a chance to shrink the enemy. But honestly speaking, I don't even know what the shrinking even does besides it being funny. It's absolutely
I was going to ask.
I really don't. It could make them weaker. It could make it for all I know. But I find it hilarious watching a big muscle freaking abomination get turned into a little toy. It's hilarious. I can't.
Does it work on like bosses and things too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's why I say abomination. Yeah, it's hilarious. Taskmaster, it works on him too.
I mean, it does sound like there's like it's something trying to go in the right direction with like having more things be fun. And that's kind of what I was hoping that whole patch did. Like it kind of made a lot of things that suck actually fun. So, but if I'm honest with you, and I'm gonna let you like kind of say, I'm sure you played after the patch.
No, honestly speaking, I haven't. Ryan already told me what happened in the patch, so I'm just gonna make an assessment.
Over 4,000 changes.
Yeah,
in a patch.
Yeah, and all those are literally bugs. Literally.
And I feel what you. Okay, even when you say that, I see what you mean by saying, "Hey, you're preparing for the future." But I also kind of go, I feel like the way it sounds, you're safe to wait another month.
Honestly speaking, I would, if you can get this any cheaper, by all means, because like I said, unless you really like Marvel, because the gameplay is satisfying. When you play Captain America, I feel like I'm Captain America. Iron Man, also Hulk, also Thor. Yeah. Unfortunately, Black Widow, because I don't really care for Black Widow. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. Not about my life.
So it's also already gone down by $15. So I mean, like, I feel like this is something where you see it at Black Friday, you can just grab.
Oh yeah. Cool thing about it is that they keep on, and I will praise it right here, right now, because I will admit this does help. Is that the DLC that they add for the story and for the characters are free,
which is good. That's yeah.
I like that.
Can I clap? Will I pick up too bad on the mic? I hope not. But to that, I say that's good. More stuff should do things like that. I know it's kind of like a sketchy topic for people, but I'm okay with the idea of, hey, you get all this content free, and there's just like some cosmetic things you can buy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm perfectly fine with it. The cosmetics are, most of them you can honestly speaking earn.
I'm also going to double down and say, if you're going to be constantly putting out like content and things, like new maps, new heroes, things like that. Because if it's just like a regular game, if I play like Fallout 5, and it's like, oh yeah, the DLCs are all free, but you have to pay for like all the loot you found in the game and things, I'd be like, okay, this is an abomination.
This doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right at all.
Yeah, it's like if you're here for the campaign, just please don't. It's not good. Just watch it, I guess.
Yeah, that's been the thing I've been hearing too. Like, it sounds like campaign is still a really mixed bag, even these weeks later.
Honestly speaking, because it's just, there's really nothing you can kind of argue, honestly. It's just not that good. It really isn't. Like, there's high moments where I liked it, and literally low moments where I legit was just bored. I was like, this is dumb. What am I doing? Alright. Go here? Alright.
Pretty much.
God. Like, especially the sneak mission where you play as Kamala in the beginning. I'm like, please kill me. That's literally what I was thinking. Because I'm like, dude, this is so boring. So boring.
That does not feel like a game that's meant to have like a stealthy type anything.
No, not even a little bit. And it was in the beginning of the game too.
That's even worse. Before you have
Like,
powers, at least.
No, you have powers.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yep. And I think I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. I don't like Kamala. I don't care for her character at all. I also don't like Black Widow. But that's because Black Widow is pretty
to be
boring,
fair, she doesn't have nothing to her for Black Widow.
Not even a little bit.
Like, and no offense to people who like Black Widow in the MCU, but I do kind of have to say why, because she doesn't do anything. She just kind of exists.
Exactly. Like, at least Captain America has something cool. He has a shield that he just throws around. Like, Black Widow is an assassin, but it's just not as cool. I'm like, I don't know how you not do an assassin cool. Because look at John Wick. If Black Widow would start just going around with just a pistol and just started just John Wicking everyone, I'd be like, you know what?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
But I think it's just mainly because you watch the movies, and maybe the comic books has cooler stuff in it. Maybe it does. But from translated from the movies to the game, it's like, she plays exactly what you would think.
No, that's something I definitely want to recommend.
I definitely would. And my problem with Kamala is that I just hate her in general. Like, she's an alright character at its time, but she's literally the cringiest character in that whole show, and I get she's supposed to be cringy, but it's like so weird though. Like how you go about it. Like she'll just randomly say something cringy. You're like, okay, that's weird. And it just ruins the moment. And you're like, all right, this is kind of dumb.
I was curious, so I decided to go through like the entire game. I've heard even the good things I heard about her. She comes out as like kind of like cute and innocent for a bit, and then she immediately goes back to being annoying.
Oh, 100%. Like when she's a kid, I actually enjoyed her. I thought she was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I hear a lot too.
She was a kid, and then when she gets older, it gets annoying a little bit, and it's just kind of progress. And I think the reason why is because I understand she's supposed to be a fangirl and stuff like that, like to an extreme extent. I get it, but at the same time, man, I don't think anyone wants to play a character that's like that because it's annoying.
But
even
but bro, she's like the fans. She's for all the fans of the Marvel movies.
I like to be like that. I'd be upset that my powers are literally freaking Mr. Fantastic because I'm gonna be real with you. Those kind of lame powers, to be honest. Even for Mr. Fantastic, the only real reason why we like Reed Richards so much is because how smart he is. Honestly.
So here's the thing: like I feel you on that, I really do. But then we're also we both, we both love Elastic from DC.
Don't question my life.
like hearing them like, yeah, I'm with you, but at the same time,
it's more so his personality. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Let's be honest here. It's not because of his power. Get out of here.
Even though I will still say too, his power he probably could take on everybody in the Justice League.
I know he can.
Me as Superman.
Because it makes no sense. It makes literally no
It's great.
It's funny. But even then, I'm just like, is she supposed to represent us? It makes no sense at all because I don't know if you've seen the part where you're like, you're beginning, you're starting, you're like, oh, I've never done anything like this. And you start fighting, and she's like already like kind of good at it. It's just more so she's lucky because of like what she's doing. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. She's never really used her powers like that. She's trying to run away to a certain extent, right?
I got that. And
then you get to the part where like you're going to the Grand Canyon to try to go find the Chimera apparently that it dropped. Oh, I also forgot about some other story stuff that I'll explain later.
Okay.
But basically she's a master hacker and she hacks into the hive, right? And she got data in our like this little freaking hard drive. And she somehow hacked into hive. I know she's gonna sound bad because it is. Anyway, let me keep going. We keep going.
Go for it.
It's worse from here. So she hacks into it. She gets a video apparently about Captain America. Apparently, like, it has no sound or anything like that, right? And it's the main villain, MODOK, literally closing the door on it. She doesn't know she has that, but she has that, right? And she gets hacked back where like MODOK is literally destroying that computer, like it's getting purple, it's like some weird stuff. So she grabs it, unplugs it. You're like, oh, okay, I got it. And somehow it still has the data in there, but you can't hear the video. So, while I was downloading,
I know when you mentioned the whole hack thing last week, it broke me, and I looked it up, and I saw it, and I died.
So funny.
It was great.
That just rubbed me the wrong way, and the story kind of consists of that, basically. But, like, something awkward happens. She saves the day because, well, just because. Because it really is the, like, they really try to put her in the spotlight for the most part, because obviously she's the main character.
Right.
But the problem is, I don't care. I legit just don't care. Unfortunately, I know. I tried really hard to be on Ryan because he's like, oh, I like this character a lot. I think she's amazing. I'm like, I don't. I really don't see it. I don't see anything. Honestly speaking, you could have replaced her with pretty much anyone. I'd be probably happy. I would take Ant-Man. I'd take Rogue. I'd take a lot of characters.
And that goes back to what you said before, too. Like, she does feel like she's a wasted slot in the game. And
exactly.
when your main character feels that way, that's a big problem.
100%. And the other thing about it, too, is that she's not an Avenger. She's legit not even an Avenger. And yet we just made this fictional slot. And she's not even an Avenger? Are you kidding me? So you're telling me I could have got Black Panther? You're telling me I could have got Winter Soldier, even though he's not even counted? I don't know. We're both. Spider-Man? Sorry about that, Xbox.
Who would? RIP other consoles.
Right. You're telling me this is a wasted slot. It's literally the team up and everything, so it makes you want to be like in the movies. Mm-hmm. You have the whole squad. And that's the problem.
And you are. With Kamala as the fan.
It makes literally no sense. And, like, don't get me wrong, Marvel Alliance, like, it'd be alright if she was, like, an extra character, maybe. I probably still wouldn't play her.
No.
But if you, like, how Marvel Alliance did, where, like, you literally had the main crew, and then you just, like, oh, you can unlock the other characters. It works better there because you have so many characters. You have to think, we only had Black Widow,
6,
Kamala, Thor. So 6. 6 characters. And 2 of them are basically non-existent because I don't even like characters. So I only have 4. I have 4 characters I like playing. Now you have to keep in mind that this is just going off of me. I like playing Iron Man. Ryan likes playing Thor. So Ryan is usually always going to play Thor, and I'm usually always going to play Iron Man. So now
you can't double up slots either.
Nope. So now either you have to be Captain America or Hulk, or you want to be Kamala, or you want to be Black Widow. Those are your options.
That's kind of why I look at this a bit, and I don't know if here's the thing. I feel like characters are kind of the way they have to go now because some of the characters they have are like really lacklusting, and when you can't double up, it kind of eats up the slots really fast. But I do feel like this should have been a game where you just like we have our main character we want, and then you just keep adding stuff in for them to do. But I feel like they messed up the roster so badly that you kind of have to do it now.
Exactly, because like I said, it's the problem of the roster right now. And to be honest with you, the game also kind of feels like you only want to play really one character, and then it wants you to force you to play as multiple characters for some odd reason. And I'm going to get into that reason in a minute. But basically, it's just odd. It's super odd. Because now I got to level up all these other characters for no reason, honestly. Besides the fact of, oh, the end game stuff revolves around me using multiple characters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's dumb. What if I don't want to play Kamala or Black Widow? Maybe I don't want to play Hulk right now. Maybe I don't want to play Captain America. I obviously can't play Thor, even though Thor, I would say, is definitely one of my second characters I say is really fun to play.
Yeah.
But it's just the thought process of, like, why am I forced?
And that's kind of the thing, like keeping somebody tied to one character instead of encouraging them to play more. Like it really should have been like a especially if the loot doesn't really make that much of a difference. It really should have been like a universal level, a universal character stats you get, and you just build on it. And that would have made things to me way better than it is.
Yeah, and it is also a really grindy game. It's still really fun, but it's really grind fest. Really.
Honestly, with all that said and all of it coming together, and with how many weeks kind of passed on it, where are you sitting down on your score right now? Still about the same?
So, without me playing the update version, I'm pretty sure it might be a 6. Until I play it, it's still a 5 for
me. Okay.
Like,
do you feel like, before you even say that, I'm going to ask you, feel like the patch will justify a little bit?
No, not really. My thought process is you're literally fixing a good majority of the problem I did have, which is why I say it's a 6. but you literally only fix one of the problems.
And that almost, I don't know, to me, like that patch, it almost comes to the same weird boat I'm in when we talk about like Borderlands and things, where I kind of go, even though the DLC makes the game so much better, I don't feel like the DLC should be like what saves it, like pre-sequel's case.
Exactly, and this is basically the case, is that the DLC is basically saving.
It's just the updates like fixing what should have already been there.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I'm like still kind of upset about it, because the glitches were so bad. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous.
Did you see the picture that people have been posting about the patch notes that felt hilarious?
What's that?
Where they thank everybody who bought the game at launch for finding the bugs for them, for they could fix them better.
I'm low-key upset.
Like legit word for word what they say. And that made me go, wow. So you guys basically spent $60 to be bug testers. For everybody getting the game now can have a good game.
That's awesome. Can you get rid of Kamala? I'll pay $60 for that.
Nah, they're happy with what they gave you. Like, I'm satisfied.
I wish I would have got Strange.
I think everybody wish they would have got Strange. Well, I mean, we got Thor. But it would have been great to have like a hardcore magic character in that game, actually.
I want someone else, bro. You can shift Kamala and Black Widow, honestly, for all I care. Just someone else. I don't care. But it's like a wasted slot. I'm just like, God dang it. Even the Black Widow, I guess it's her. I get it because she's an Avenger, so I give her a little bit of a pass because of that. But Kamala is just like, I can't even think of anything.
No, you really, really can't.
I really can't.
I hate to say it, but it's like, honestly, you want to keep it pure Avengers, you've been better off replacing her with Hawkeye. Actually, you know what's terrible? You know what's like absolutely horrible in my mind? I do kind of go, if you gave the role she had in the game to Hawkeye, was Hawkeye trying to get back the team?
That would be lit.
I think that'd be kind of hype.
Bro, that would have been lit, bro. I would have loved to be Hawkeyes, dude. Because they hype. See, okay, this is why I'm getting hyped for it. They showed off Hawkeyes in the trailer of the stuff. I was thinking, dude, he's got to be in the main game. You just see all these robots. You just see arrows in them. And I'm like, yo, honestly speaking, I kind of want to play Hawkeyes. I legit want to play him.
The most interesting he's ever looked in all the Avengers.
Honestly, he looked dude looked like Agent 47, but with arrows. I was like,
that's great.
Okay.
That's what we want.
Okay. And then they're just like, oh, it's going to be an update. Why is he not in the base game? What? Why? What? Why? He's literally in the main movies. He's the Avenger, bro. How are you gonna put him out?
In their defense, he is like the Avenger everybody always joke on when they say like, "Why are you here?"
Don't get me wrong.
Or even Black Widow, they're kind of like, "Okay, you're there just because you branch out the team a bit more. You add something that like no one else really got."
True. Till you see Kamala, then you talk to me. Then you'll understand that, like, why are you here? They'd be like, dude, can we just get Hawkeyes, bro? That's how you're going to be. I swear to you. Because Kamala does have powers that does give her a reason to be there, to be honest. But I still hate her character.
She has powers. I don't feel like powers are the reason she should be there.
100%. Honestly. I never thought I would be like, dude, Hawkeyes. And I did joke about him. It's just like, why are you here?
But I never thought I'd have a time where I go, I wish Hawkeye was here.
Literally.
I've never thought I'd have a moment like that.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, I kind of wish Hawkeye was in it. I'm not going to lie. That's how I felt. I was just like, bro. Especially how they made him look, too. He looked awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, he's going to be the first big update that comes with the new campaign thing. So, hype on that. Let's see how that goes. Maybe they might be able to add more stuff that makes me like it more, but we'll see.
Shoot, we'll definitely come back on it, Dan. Like I said, once it's out, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, it's definitely still going to be a 5 for me with the update. It might be a 6 at most. But and the other thing they added too was an 80-man survival ladder, and I'm like, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to be real with you. Like, I could get an exotic from doing it, but my thought process is 80? 80? You want me to do 80 survival?
You know what it reminds me of? Let's talk about more Borderlands. The Moxie arenas from the first game. Where it just kind of goes, here's like the next like 15 hours of your life. Have fun.
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny, though? Like, imagine that, but when your Vault Hunter died, and say you were permanently gone, you would switch to your next character. So now I was Iron Man. Now I'm going to be Captain America because my character's gone. And now I believe what Ryan told me is that you cannot pick Iron Man for the next week because he's out.
Oh, it completely. Oh my god!
I don't know how true that is.
But
yeah.
from the sounds of it, locks people out once you lose one. Oh, that's ew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And
we'll
switch to the next one, and
we'll
it's ridiculous.
Like once you and like Ryan check it out more, I'll definitely talk to you more on it and hope things
I'm
gotten
gonna
better
be
with it.
honest with you, man. It might take me a minute because I really don't want to.
Yeah, no, it ain't no rush for you at all on that one.
It is like at first it was pretty cool and it was hype, but now it's like it's becoming a chore almost.
Mm-hmm. That's how it sounded after week 1, honestly.
Yeah, a little bit. It started like getting to me. I was like, it's still like don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a bad game, but at the same time, it needs a lot more. It really does. I still enjoy it for what it is because the gameplay was really good. I really can't praise that. The gameplay was awesome.
Yeah, but what's the point of having good gameplay when there's nothing to do with it?
Oh, 100%.
I will say this too. I had considered making this episode a good 2-parter. Where like us kind of like filling in what we did last week and then plus the stuff that happens this week. The issue is, well, that's the thing too. I was thinking about it, I was like, oh cool, like all news happened. And there was one thing that had snuck up on me that I forgot about. That's the Tokyo Game Show was today. The first day of it. The thing about it is, I was like, oh shoot, oh no, Tokyo Game Show. Well, rip me just doing like a short episode. And then I looked at it, it's like, oh yeah, this is going to be the whole Microsoft show. They talk about like what they're doing for Japan. I was like, okay. Yeah. Do you know about that? I watched it for 40 minutes because I was curious. It was just saying like, hey, this is like these are some Japanese YouTubers, and this is the things they've done in Minecraft. This is us adding the new Japanese cities to the flight simulator we have.
That's ridiculous.
Well, to wrap up on what we had last week, let's just hop right to the PlayStation show because we got some news on a lot of stuff that came out during that.
Yeah.
You want to go back in order? Or you want to get the big thing out the way first?
In order.
All right, we'll do in order.
I'm a man of class. I'm a man of class.
Man of class.
Hey.
All right. So FF16, I'm sure everybody's seen the trailer for that now.
It's beautiful. If you haven't, go see it.
They pretty much said the same thing I said last week. The like fall details I knew already. It's been in development for a few years. They're looking at next year for the release date.
That's what I'm talking about. Give me more. Give me more.
Honestly, I'm hyped for it still. They said it's good. Everything about it.
Good.
Yeah.
Look like a snack. It's looking like a snack. Like it's lunchtime.
I say everything they show for it looks great. The character looks good. The summons looks real good.
And like, I really do want to know if that cold combo thing is right because I swear it looked like Titan summon in your combo. I can summon while I fight.
Yeah, I mean that still seems cool because like the idea like you have the different summons you have that's like mixed in with your combos. From the looks of it, that looks great.
I like the idea that I'm just sword slashing, then you see the freaking Leviathan comes out of nowhere and slaps. Sounds hilarious. I'm down.
It's like a single fish slap.
No, or just like Titan. I summon Titan. He just suplexes you. That'd be amazing.
Nah, it just sounds like a wet noodle when it happens.
A wet noodle.
Be amazing.
Bro, I'd be down for that.
The talk of the town is that they might have some more information during the Tokyo Game Show, so we'll keep a lookout for it. They kind of have to, especially if they're planning for like next year. They really have to.
This game is looking really good, though. Honestly.
Yeah, like I said again, like the Dragoon they showed off in that trailer was great.
Dragoon was messing people up.
It was good.
Man, why can't we just get a multiplayer game that's like that? That'd be so awesome.
Honestly, at that point, yeah.
Dude, I'd chill for something like that, like in Final Fantasy 14, but it made like a whole makeover.
Well, the rumor is right now, and that's kind of if you want to see where they go with this. The guy who worked on 14, Yoshida, apparently he's the one who's actually behind this.
Really?
This was like his big secret game he was doing for a while.
Oh wow! So this is
allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh shoot! Because that gameplay is definitely Devil May Cry 5.
Oh yeah,
that was good. So good that it looks like it's all action based, and I love all action.
And I'm gonna say the same as that thing last week, and I'm gonna say this week. It's 15 looked good too, and you watch it, it still looks amazing. But when you play, you're like, oh god, this is.
I think they definitely learned from the mistakes because we got 7.
I honestly think so.
I think so. 7's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you put on normal, it's pretty decent. When you put on hard, yeah.
Not so much the difficulty of the game I'm worried about. I'm sure, especially since after playing 7 Remake, I'm sure they nailed that. It seems like they've really got it down pat. I was just more so worried about like how the game actually play. Like, rather I be just holding down the X button and let all my combos go out like I'm playing Dragon Ball FighterZ or something.
Oh yeah, true. That's true.
That's the fear.
That'd be a lame, honestly.
Yeah. There should be no reason for that to go bad.
Oh, not even.
Fingers crossed on it though. I will say, as far as other things that shouldn't go bad at all, Miles Morales Spider-Man should be amazing.
That look good.
The only new news I have on this compared to when we did the last show has a release date that I didn't talk about during the show.
Oh shoot, when is that?
November 19th. Same day the PlayStation launches, the PS5.
Why?
Same exact day.
I'm gonna die.
It's a launch title. They have to.
Bro, I'm legit gonna die.
They have to.
Bro, I'm
I just thought about it. Also comes up the same day as Cyberpunk.
I know. You know what else? That's the same time Devil May Cry 5 has Virgil.
Yep, special edition. Same day.
I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna die. Just gonna see me just disappear.
Literally explode.
Just see me fade into the distance. I'll be like, this is a start. I don't feel so good.
I'm gonna say that for the very end, like the big finale, but I also have a ton of Cyberpunk news too.
Yeah.
Did you see the show last Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah. You already know what to expect on that one. But that one snuck up on us last week, so we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but we can get it this week.
Yes. Yes, we can.
But if you guys can't tell about Miles Morales, we're both super hyped for that. That's going to be amazing.
Very good Spider-Man. Very good. I also love the idea that he has a little bit more than the other Spider-Man.
I like the whole tech idea with him, with the whole turn invisible, the little electric whip things.
Yeah. The electricity. It looks cool. It looks really, really cool.
I'm still not on the same boat you were with the whole, I think it's going to be like partially future. I don't think
I think so. I think so.
We'll see.
Like, I don't think it's going to be future like 2077, but it's going to be
I think we're just saying like it could be like 2023. I'm like, it's like, hey, this is the future, and you can kind of see this stuff happening in the future, like future tech, but it's not here now. I see what you're getting at, and it's possible. I just don't see it too.
I see what you're getting at because it is Miles Morales. He basically.
Well, it's also taking place. It's also taking place, I believe, like 1 year after the last one. So when did the last Spider-Man take place?
So freaking futuristic a little bit. I'm like, god dang.
Well, just the way he fights, but that's kind of how he always been.
That's true. I was thinking more so the enemies.
Yeah, but to me, if you have a high-tech Spider-Man, how are you going to have, like, non-high-tech enemies?
That's true. That is very true. Because it looks like the armor just literally just does whatever.
Oh my god, it was cool.
It was really, really cool. I was like, I don't even know what the heck's going on, but this looks cool.
No new news came out for this one, but we can hop right into it. The Harry Potter game.
Oh, so yeah, I'm actually really interested in the Harry Potter, and it's going to be a single-player game, so I'm really interested.
Yeah, that still blows my mind.
I kind of thought it was going to be multiplayer, because it kind of looked like it.
I mean, the main reason I'm still hyped for it still, though, just made by the same people who made Just Cause and all the Just Cause games.
So weird.
It's so weird to say that out loud.
Yeah, I want to buy it just because of that. It's so funny.
That's enough to sell me on it too.
We're like, we're gonna get a dragon, and then we're gonna start flying in a tornado. I'd be like, yo, this is dope.
Let me conjure this tornado with my wand to ride up to this dragon to grab onto it and sell the kingdom.
Yeah,
is Harry Potter? I don't know nothing about Harry Potter audience. Is Harry Potter medieval or is it something else going on? But I know this is taking place in the 1800s. They said.
Yeah.
So,
well, the game did, but like in the Harry Potter It was like,
oh yeah, the actual Harry Potter movies, I couldn't even tell you. You can tell me the 60s and I'll believe
70s,
you.
60s, yeah, something
Okay,
like that.
I can see that.
Where like it's still kind of like kind of high tech, but it's like they still have like color TV and stuff like that. Might be a little bit early.
It's gonna be people inside the comments who are like ripping their hair out, like, how the hell do you guys not notice?
Why I don't know this, audience? Why I don't know this is because the only Harry Potter I remember off the top of my head,
Goblet.
like just full on my favorite, is my Goblet of Fire. Literally.
After you told me about it, after you recommended, I watched that one by itself. Goblet is actually a really good movie.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I see why you like Goblet.
Hands down the best one to me, honestly. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the other Harry Potters are bad, but in my personal opinion, Goblet of Fire is my favorite. Hands down.
I gotta work through I mean, it's bad to say I kind of want to after seeing Goblet, but are the other ones like decent at least?
They're still good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like to me, it was the peak with Goblet of Fire. Honestly,
okay.
Like the old ones are still good. Like the first and second are pretty good. After Goblet of Fire, that's where it started getting me. Now I'm like, because I think after that Goblet of Fire, I think it was like Deathly Hallows or something before that. I don't know. Honestly,
I know Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 is the last one.
Let me see, real.
Go for it.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Go for it.
Because like I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan. That's why you can tell. Like I can't even tell you the exact dates and stuff. But I do appreciate.
You're a bigger one than me. I don't know anything at all about Harry Potter itself. That's inside Goblet. Well, also I guess I know like I see Emma Watson do stuff, and I know why she's famous with Harry Potter, but that's kind of it. What you finding?
Philosopher's Stone, which is pretty good. I like that one too.
That's the first one?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Okay.
Chambers of Secrets. That was also a pretty good one because that was like all about
the only thing I know about. The only thing I know about Chambers of Secrets is that there's a giant snake that's just roaming the hallways.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I can't. On the top of my head, I cannot remember honestly.
I seen parts of Azkaban on TV, and the only thing I know about is a tree that was like slapping down cars.
That was pretty cool, actually.
That's all I know about it.
Honestly speaking, that one I legit don't remember at all. I know the first two are pretty good. That one I have no idea. And then it goes Goblet of Fire.
There's one of them, and I know it's not in Goblet, but there's one of them I know where people memed on, where it's just him going like, Scratch Capota or something like that, and shooting like light balls out of his wand to like phantoms.
Oh!
That could be Azkaban, maybe.
It could be, honestly. My favorite, Goblet of Fire. Then it goes Order of the Phoenix, and I really can't remember.
I've never even heard of that one. That's a complete blank.
I really can't. I'm drawing blanks here. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I think that's where it started getting to me. To be honest, I want to say Order of the Phoenix too, but I really can't remember anything. At least Half-Blood Prince I can kind of remember.
What's after Half-Blood? Deathly Hallows, or is there more?
Oh, after that, it's Deathly Hallows.
Okay, so like, it started getting entered at the end. That's not too bad. Will you have, 7 movies?
Uh-huh.
That's not, too horrible.
Like, for sure I can tell you 1 and 2 is really good, honestly. But Prisoner, I really can't remember. I'd have to rewatch it because I really don't remember.
If you're recommending it, I'll definitely pick up 1 and 2.
1 and 2 for sure. 1 and 2 for sure.
If everybody here if everybody listening ever want to have us have some kind of movies you want to recommend for us to check out, me especially, because if it's an old school movie that's like high fantasy, like Lord of the Rings, I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh man, it's so good, but God, it's not long.
The length of it is kind of why I haven't. Cause that's the story I think I told you, but I haven't said on here. I owned all 3 movies, but I own the extended director cuts of them. And I'll never get over it. I think I had on I didn't know the order of the movies, and I still don't. I had on Two Towers, which I think is the first one. I think. And I tried to watch it, and I saw the length of the movie was almost 5 hours. I was like, no.
Yeah.
So I turned it off.
Yeah, to be honest with you, yeah, for sure those two, for sure. If audience, if you're listening and you're just like, you know what, y'all missing on Order of Things, please let me know because I legit don't know.
Yeah,
Or remember.
tell us. Like I said, if Order of Phoenix is good, I'll have him test the waters for him.
And if you're telling me that Goblet of Fire is not the best, you're wrong.
You're just wrong. They're going to tell you it's Order now. You know that, right?
What now?
You know they're going to tell you Order of Phoenix is the best one now, right?
And I'm still going to tell them they're wrong now, just because.
In other news, I'm going to have to get your words on this one, because time passed on it now. Yeah. Call of Duty Cold War came out with its multiplayer on PlayStation.
Okay, so I'm going to be 100% right. I actually enjoyed it. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
And honestly speaking, the alpha obviously has some, missed stuff because, like everything going on. Because obviously it's alpha, so it's glitchy. But overall, I thought it was pretty good. Like, nothing too crazy, nothing too bad. I really dig the Miami map. That was lit. That map was really good. Just because of how cool the aesthetic is.
Mm.
Like, you're in an old, like, retro Miami going on, like, freaking some, how do I explain it?
Like a club vibe, or?
Yeah, like, there's, like, a little club. There's, like, a hotel. There's a little beach on the side and stuff. It's lit. It's really good.
Shoot, well, tell me about, like, how everything else is looking, like, how the guns been working out for you. Like,
I absolutely love guns.
Time to kill, how that's feeling now?
Time to kill is fast. It's pretty fast, honestly. Like, you could be, like, up for, like, a minute and then you're dead. Seconds, honestly.
Okay, was it, like, fast for Call of Duty fast, or fast, like, kind of like how a lot of the old ones were?
Kind of fast, like, is in, like, the newest Call of Duty, where, like, it's not very hard to die.
Hmm.
Like, one headshot, you're dead.
Okay. I mean, that's
kind of how it's always been, but at the same
usual.
It feels a little bit faster paced.
Okay. But it's not like the, and it's actually funny because it's actually one I like. But it's not like Black Ops players are kind of Bungie almost, where they take like 2-3 headshots and a handful of body shots.
No, definitely not. You get hit with a full clip. Most likely you're going to die.
Okay.
Like, even half that, honestly. Because, like I said, it's very easy to kill.
Okay.
But it plays really good, honestly. Like, for what I was getting at, it was really cool. And then they have 12v12, 12v12 domination, which I thought was really cool. I liked it a lot. It gets you some Battlefield vibes because you can get vehicles and stuff like that. And I like how, like, the domination is kind of big because I was playing in this map where you're on a boat. So you get one area that has A and B. That's like 2 points on this giant boat. Then you have a smaller boat that has D. Then you have another smaller boat that has C. So you have to actually traverse in the water to actually get to that point. So you could do it via, like, just swimming or going on the actual boat, like the little thing you can, like, stealth and, like, start attacking and stuff. So it's, like,
cool.
a lot more open. It's actually a little cooler, honestly. I was like, I was actually having fun. I was like, this is lit.
So the best question I can ask for that now, you got me kind of curious. For myself, I mainly only played Call of Duty in high school, and that was it for me. So for me, the two best Call of Duties, I had to choose off multiplayer, either be Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops. I think you're probably in the same boat. One of those two is your favorite?
100%.
Yeah, okay, so how does it compare to it?
It's pretty good, honestly. Okay. It reminds me of a little bit like Black Ops, except faster. Again, like I said, it's easier to kill, I definitely need to see more because if I'm going to be real with you, Black Ops is just the best one to me.
Yeah.
And that's opinion-based, honestly. But from what I got of it, it's like pretty close. Like, almost like play-wise. Kind of remind me of like those old school stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Unique stuff, too, where you can have like abilities. Kind of like in Modern Warfare 2, or the newest Modern Warfare, I mean. Where you have like equipment abilities. Like, you can randomly pull out a SAM turret that takes out like, UAV and stuff like that. It's just randomly equipped.
It's like kind of close to being modern.
Yeah, but like, it's interesting because it's still kind of old school, too. It's weird.
I mean, that's kind of the thing we liked about Black Ops, to be completely honest with you.
100%. It's still cool. Like, and the other thing, too, that I thought was awesome, this is a small thing. When you load up into a match, it's super cool because you get this cool little, like, kind of like in the newest Modern Warfare where you're in an airplane and stuff. But this just seems so much cooler. Is you're in a car ride, we're just like, all right, we're going to this point. Everyone's just loading up. You're like, all right, get out now. You just open the door for the trunk, and you just start going out of the van of me. And it was like,
all right, that actually sounds kind of good.
You go on a boat ride, and you start like, all right, we gotta go here. Our sources say there's a bunch of enemies over here. You get on out the boat, you start jumping out, you start going at it. I was like, yeah, I was actually kind of lit.
Honestly, I like that. That's kind of what I loved about the Battlefield game. That you kind of fly in, but the idea of you hopping out of a car sounds kind of badass.
It really is cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, well that's it for that. Next one, don't really have much new news for it. I'm kind of expecting more for it at the Tokyo Game Show, but Resident Evil 8.
I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, we kind of talked about this last time, but you still feel good about the whole idea of like, hey, we got more than just zombies now. We got like werewolves and witches and all these other things.
Like I said before, it's that it really doesn't bother me because I think the real reason why everyone was bothered with 6 is because the zombies can use guns, use vehicles, which is like,
I will stop you there and say I think people had a lot more problems with 6 than just the fact that the zombies had guns.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But let's be honest though, that's the biggest reason for me at least.
Fair.
I was like, why is this man shooting an AK at me? What is going on? What did the zombies become literally sentient beings right now? What is going on? I get they're supernatural because there's kind of no difference between that and the zombie because, like, supernatural stuff, werewolves, it's like, okay, they're monsters. They just attack. There's nothing to them. Witchcraft, it gets a little bit weirder because they get a little bit smarter. But at the same time, it's kind of interesting because it's like a plague. And witchcraft has to deal with, like, plagues and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm like, it ties in interesting and kind of well compared to just, like, they're getting so smart and the virus is getting so much stronger that they are literally just like people who are just super smart. It kind of ruins the fun of what we have, which is zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're gonna do a witch that's just smarter than everyone, it's a person who's still alive and fused with, like, let's say with the zombie stuff. It makes more sense to be a boss, not just having a bunch of them all over the place. You know,
I almost feel like with the direction that's sounding like, I would be more happier with like a Van Helsing game, to be completely honest with you.
That'd be awesome.
If you just go around hunting monsters, that'd be so cool.
Dude, I'd be down for that. Give me the Samurai Edge. I'll go to
top. Well, were you around for my Samurais versus Predators idea?
No.
Well, I was talking about like, oh, you know what'd be the best? Cause you know, you seen Predator 2, right?
Yeah.
You know how it ends with like the guy getting like a revolver from the 1700s and all that? There was a prequel where this guy, it's about a predator going back in the past. He finds out there's this one pirate that he thinks is like the most badass guy on the planet. So the predator goes back to go kill this pirate. And it's basically a whole entire movie of a predator trying to kill a pirate. And I won't lie to you, the best thing they had, because they released the whole like script to it, the best part of the script that I love was at the end, this pirate's crew like betrays and tries to mutiny. And the predator teams up with them, and then they both kill up all the people that's there. And they have this epic ass moment where they look at each other and they nod like, "All right, now it's our turn." And they ready to go fight. And this one dude who's still alive shoots the main pirate in the back, which kills him. And it made me laugh. I was like, "Dude, you're telling me this dude was such a fucking badass? No, predator came back to try to kill him." But when you have a predator and a pirate, you went, "Oh, that pirate is a threat. He gotta go." Like, it broke me. I thought it was amazing.
Predator who's got a literal one shot who can kill me instantly.
But you went, "Oh man, that dude got a cutlass." I can't mess with that, man. I'll take my chances with the predator.
I'll take my chances with the person who can literally one shot me at any given time. You can literally rip my skull.
But you said, "No, I'm more afraid of that man."
Why do I feel like it's all Madara and Hashirama is like, "I'll deal with you later."
Yeah. Turn my attention to deal with the real threat, even though the real one's still there.
Oh my god.
Well, that was a side tangent.
Oh man.
As far as the next thing on the list for it, we both know how we feel about Devil May Cry 5, so let's let's just knock this out the way now. Buy it.
If you haven't played Devil May Cry 5, you need to play it. You need to play it.
Just get it. It's the best thing.
It's the best game ever, dude. I probably would say wait until the Virgil DLC comes out, but still, it is so good that honestly speaking, it is definitely worth $60. It's so good.
Even if you have a PS, it's going to be on 40 on PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if you have a PS4, you can still get the regular version of it, and the whole entire upgrade that's coming out is coming to PS4. Yeah. Mainly the most important parts of it being Virgil.
Oh, 100%. Because Virgil is just a monster. One of my favorite characters. He is definitely up top there for like favorite villains of all time because of how cool he is.
They still haven't, and this only affects people like me who own it on PC. They still haven't said nothing at all about the PC or the Xbox versions of it.
Well, that just makes you say one thing and one thing only. I guess PlayStation won the console. Let's be honest.
I'm going to show you the thumbnail I made for this episode at the very end.
I already know what it is.
Oh, you know.
I already know. But honestly speaking, though, that Virgil DLC, that was like, I've never been so excited in my life.
Yeah.
That hard. I never was just like literally holding my hands so excited. I was like, yes.
They released the, did you see they put Virgil's new theme online?
Yeah, it's amazing. If you haven't heard it, it's so good. I think it's called
Bury the Light. Something. It starts with a B. But
something.
It's cool.
Really good.
All you need to know, it's cool.
It's called Bury the Lights.
I won't say it beats Pull My Devil Trigger, but it's up there.
Oh, it's definitely up there. Pull My Devil Trigger is just a good
perfect
song, man.
Yeah, that one's
really
too good not to love.
Yeah, Bury the Light. Bury.
Okay. Knew sorry what it be. I just wasn't sure the all three words.
Oh no, you're right. Honestly, it's really good though. I love it.
Are you playing on turbo mode when you first get it?
Oh yeah,
because I would.
Oh yeah, dude, Virgil's already fast as can be. Imagine him faster times 2. Like, oh my lord, it'll look so smooth.
For the sound of it, I'll keep you posted on it, like you specifically. But I guess all the upgrades are still only on the PS5 version. The PS4 one's only giving you Virgil. But you want like the enhanced game and all the other extra like bells and whistles that go along with it.
But the main thing I want is Virgil.
It's Virgil. Yeah. That's kind of why I haven't really brought it up beforehand. I'm like, it's still gonna give people what they want, which is Virgil content.
I probably would buy the game a second time just because of how much I like it on PS5 when I finally get that.
To me, PS5 has a real solid lineup at launch. It's looking.
It's got
good.
Too much.
Yeah,
this is too much, man. You're giving me all the reason why it's all sold out is because everyone's out on the streets. If I'm on lunch right now.
Literally, when our show ended, we got done recording. The pre-orders went live.
I'm pretty sure they crashed.
They did. They crashed. Everywhere was sold out, so almost nobody got one except like the handful that bought it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And the PlayStation Nintendo.
People are upset because it's horrible that not everyone's going to get a PS5 right away because people are. And this is the problem: is that people who scam and buy a bunch
of them to sell them at a higher price.
Yeah, which is if you do that, I hate
you. Yeah, no, for sure. Although I totally didn't do the same thing with toilet paper earlier this year.
Wow, you're a disgusting human being. He's an idiot. So I can't even be mad at you.
I feel what you're saying on that. I feel what you do, but here's my counter argument. I spent like $200 buying all of it. I made about like $6,000.
You disgust me. How many idiots are just use toilet paper? You just use freaking paper towels. It's the same shit. Call it a day. Nobody cares.
Whoa. Tell that to the people who bought my stuff on eBay.
Okay. I would if I could, because God, you're dumb.
Well, next thing on the list is Deathloop. Get a chance to check out anything about that?
Nope, not even a little bit. Cool idea. Honestly speaking, I think we're just going to skim past this one.
Pretty much.
It sounds like a really cool idea, but I just need more details. I need to know how it works.
That's kind of my thing too, because like we talked about before, I don't get the idea of you have your main goal, your main assassin, when you need to kill all 8 of these people in the loop from the sound of it. But then you have this other person playing with you who goes to try to kill you. But
Yeah,
if
like,
you
what happens
die, everything loops back to the beginning.
Yeah. So if this person who's trying to kill me, who's the other person, does that mean it's game over for him? Is he done? Is he like, all right, cool, I can go home?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, does he now need to kill the 8 people now? Or like,
yeah, like, does he become you?
That'd be hilarious.
That'd
too.
be kind of
like,
great.
What's going
on? I don't know. I'm in the same boat as you. I need to see more details. The issue is, it's coming out, I believe, kind of soon. So there's no more details that really can give out.
Crazy.
Yeah, which is weird. You would think something coming out in like possibly a little bit over a month will have more details, but it's like Assassin's Creed Valhalla that comes out in less than 2 months, and we know.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
It comes out November 12th.
Not gonna lie, I might have to skip that Assassin's Creed because that's sketchy.
They haven't no details on it. They had a Ubisoft show and didn't even mention the name.
That's crazy. That's literally where you would send it. That's literally a home run to like literally sell your Assassin's Creed.
And I know I had a buddy who was saying like, oh, well, like, is Assassin's Creed like Ubisoft main franchise? But I'm like, I can't name nothing else that Ubisoft really does.
Honestly speaking,
Assassin's Creed, Tom Clancy, and then I guess nowadays Watch Dogs. Oh yeah, the new Far Cry is supposed to be this year too, and they ain't talked about that. They haven't even brought it up.
I really got excited for that new Far Cry though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you never seen Breaking Bad, right?
No, but you know what's funny?
Yeah.
That guy's one of the main villains too.
He just knocks it out the park, but he's in the other stuff too.
Boys.
Oh yeah, it's the same guy. I wouldn't say he's the main bad guy in it, but yeah, he's Homelander's boss. Bad guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's bad. Oh, he's bad to the bone, dog. Let's be honest.
I feel like he's business oriented. Like he just cares, hey, I care about my business and making money in it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, but no, great actor.
He's the one who got Stormfront into the 7.
You know, my honest. Think about that. I'm gonna tell you something crazy. Just in light spoilers for The Boys. I'm not gonna go into too much detail for you guys. The Boys, watch it. It's amazing.
Watch it, you love it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I feel like with how confident he was talking to Homelander, knowing well that, like we said earlier, dude can do whatever he want, whenever he want.
Yeah.
I feel like he has some kind of way to control him.
Oh, 100%. And I think it's Stormfront.
You think so?
Well, he literally added her to the 7.
That is weird to me that he just brought her along just cause.
Just her, no one else.
Mm-hmm.
You don't bring somebody unless you know that they can do what you want. And that's basically what he gives off.
At the same time, like, do you feel okay? I gotta ask this: do you feel like she's hiding something? Because I feel like
100%.
I don't know. I feel like the way she acts is like literally how she is.
Like how she is, like exposing Vought and all that. I think it's a play.
Maybe. I'm looking forward to see. Can we have the last episode is October 2nd for season 2. So I want to see where they go with her. I'm super curious, and a lot of. I think she's the only thing I know about her, we haven't had a comic show yet. We need to at some point. But the only thing I know about her is that in the comics, she's a guy. I know she's a guy, and she's one of the few heroes that's actually like right there next to Homelander.
Oh,
that's like people people say like, oh, it's Homelander and this person fight. We don't know who will win.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's the only thing I really know about her, or I should say humans at the comics, but that's it.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
I'll be honest with you. Normally when I really like something, I try to like pick up and read about it, but I'm liking The Boys so much, I've been trying my voice to like avoid even like the comics to it. I don't want to know like much of anything.
Fair.
Into it.
I know, I cannot wait for The Boys. If you ever watch it, please watch it.
Yeah, strongly recommend. Not sponsored.
I want to be sponsored.
Sponsored. Not. But all right, to go on to the next one, we have at the Death Loop. Oddworld, let's just knock that out the list. Yes. I know nothing about Oddworld.
To be honest with you, like I said, I really forgot most of it, honestly. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it was definitely an very odd.
I see what you did there, and I hate it. Very
fun. I had to pause just so you.
I just like that you hit this little like pause and look at the camera type thing. No.
And honestly speaking, it's still really good for what I remember being a side scroller and just being really fun, honestly.
And that's kind of what I'm expecting this to be. Like, I think it's kind of in the same boat as Crash Bandicoot and a few of these other games, like Ratchet and Clank, where if you play all the other ones and you see it, you get super hyped for it. But if you haven't, you kind of look at it and go, oh, okay, that looks cool. And you just kind of don't think too much of it. That said, Crash Bandicoot 4, I believe, is one of the launch titles for PS4 also. So, good lord.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, that launch lineup is strong for PS4, in my opinion.
And then I'm like thinking, what does Xbox have?
I can tell you, I looked it up, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's nothing interesting. Halo would have been the best thing they would have had for their launch lineup.
Oh, that's sad.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
Like, nothing else comes close as far as even being, like, remotely interesting.
Are you for real?
If we got, like, a bit more time at the end, I'll run through it real quick with you, but I'll tell you right now, it's nothing. It's nothing at all.
Oh my lord. Xbox, what is you doing, baby? What is you doing?
Finish the last little bits of the PlayStation show that we had last week. Demon Souls, the remake for it.
I'm down.
I'm down. I'm into it. I still feel like they should have found something more difficult or more crazy to show off instead of this one-shot montage.
Exactly. I kind of felt like that was kind of dumb because I'm very sure the game's not going to be like that. Not even.
I'm hoping, and that's the problem too, right? I'm hoping it's not like that, but that's all I can say. I gotta hope it's not like that because what they showed me wasn't enough to decide.
Exactly, because it does look cool though. But I'm very sure it's not all like that though.
And I'm hoping it's not.
Yeah, because honestly speaking, the Dark Souls, and this is the OG, I have to kind of play it a little bit.
Yeah, this is the very first thing. I'll tell you too, like I said, like I played Demon Souls when it first came out, like years ago, and I thought it was great. It's amazing. Stupid Soul good PS3 games.
It's really strong. I'm glad
it's a genre now.
It's so good. Exactly. It's fun.
Cause you know about
Bloodborne, awesome.
I mean, I'm gonna say this, and I love it when this happens, but you know about like Rogue, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Souls is becoming the same thing where we have Souls like as a genre.
And see, that's what I like Dark Souls. It's very rewarding too. And it's the first time a game actually felt like it's kind of coming to get you, but in like, because it's weird because it's not like stupid unfair, but at the same time it's like building of your skills. You know, it's interesting because I don't think it's like super hard like Super Meat Boy.
I would say I feel like when you say it the way you are, you kind of lean towards the Super Meat Boy parts of it, but it's not like that. It really does feel like it's a crazy challenging experience to go through that you feel like kind of like triumphant a little bit when you deal with certain fights. And it's great.
It feels like everything that you learn and you getting better upon it is actually very rewarding.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like it's unfair except for certain bosses, honestly. But it feels like most of the bosses make it feel like it's kind of your fault you died. Hey, if you haven't played Hades and you love roguelikes, please play Hades.
Hades is amazing.
It's definitely worth $24. It's definitely worth it.
Oh yeah. Well, $20 right now if you get it on Steam. Now to get the big one off the list. We still got I gotta scroll down. All right.
Gotcha.
Now to get the big one off the list. We got Five Nights at Freddy's still.
Not the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. No, you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing, like I said, the new theories that come out on YouTube about it.
Exactly. I'm not going to play them, honestly.
Nope. Not at all.
Not even a little bit.
I'm interested in it.
Also, you on pause?
Yeah, I did.
All right, cool.
When you said I even had to double check, I was like, I did on pause, right?
Yeah. Got to double check, dog.
Yeah.
Got to double tap it, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Not at all.
All right, cool. Because neither did I.
Okay, good.
Every time.
Now let's just get this big one out because this has been sitting around for too long. Microsoft bought Bethesda.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I talk a lot of trash about Xbox and everything about it, but the other thought of me is like Microsoft also has go fuck you money. They have so much money they don't give a fuck.
For sure.
Legit.
Like actually they do.
We made Windows. Who cares? Let's go.
I mean, the
here's
second
my
richest
problem.
man for the longest time is like the owner of the company. So like you expected to make
Here's
like
my
crazy big buys.
biggest problem. It is a W for the Xbox. Here's my biggest fear.
Mm-hmm.
We get the same thing that happened to Rare happen to Bethesda.
You could say that, but here's my counter argument to that. Or we could get what happened to Obsidian, where they came out swinging after Microsoft bought them, and they started making things like Outer Worlds, which came out that you like,
which was really good. But then you also look and be like, well, what would Rare do? Oh, they made Sea of Thieves.
Well, I'm also okay, and I feel that like, oh, what did Rare do before that? Well, 20 years before Microsoft got them, they made Perfect Dark and Banjo-Kazooie and GoldenEye. Great, amazing games, but they did nothing else before that. Like, what did they put out before Microsoft bought them?
Honestly speaking, at the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. All I know is trash because I could look it up. But and you're gonna be like, "What's that? What's
most
that?"
likely?" And that's like my point exactly. Like, I feel like the Rare one, I honestly can't put that on. I do feel like, you want my honest opinion? I think Microsoft put them on a Kinect because they went, man, after Perfect Dark Zero, we know you guys can't do nothing else.
I forgot about they did the Kinect.
That's all they mainly did was Kinect games.
Don't remind me.
And that's kind of why I think like they just kind of went like, oh, like the Rare we knew anyway was just gone already.
That's sad.
So I can't blame them on that. And that's like the only one. Because to me, it's like if I use that same logic, if I look at literally all the PlayStation games until PS4, all the studios they bought were just putting out bomb after bomb, where it just was not like really igniting.
Really?
How do you feel about Mag? I think that's like their biggest one they did. It was this game. It's like, hey, 250 people per multiplayer match.
Oh my god, that sounds cool.
But you need a full lobby to get in there. The maps are actually smaller than Call of Duty maps.
Oh, sweet mother of God, that sounds like a big cluster. Honestly speaking, it still sounds cool. Like, if you could get that off, that'd be amazing.
If you could. Nah,
oh my God.
So, like, I can't, not off one studio. If they was like EA, for instance, where they had like a habit of getting all the different studios, and then after they pick them up, that studio does nothing but bad stuff nonstop. BioWare was recently.
Anyway.
Yeah, so like finish up like the last thing with that. I do feel like them buying Bethesda. Oh, what's up?
That's a W. That's a W.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, 100%. Like I do feel like them getting that.
I can't deny it.
And the idea of saying like, and I know most people think like, oh, they'll probably still release like Elder Scrolls 6 on a PlayStation. But to me, it's like, if you have no reason to do it, if you got no reason to do it at all, I don't see them putting any of Bethesda's games on PlayStation anymore.
Nope.
And they confirmed that, like all the rest of their games, is going to be on PC and Xbox.
And I don't care at all. That's going to be all PlayStation stuff. I'm all hyped for Xbox. I'm cool. I got PC.
Yeah.
Now, if they told me that Fable was an exclusive to Xbox, then I'd be scared. Then I'd be genuinely okay.
More scared about that than like Fallout 5 and all that being exclusive to the Xbox.
Oh, 100% still too. Yeah. No, that's a real fair. To be honest with you, I'm more scared with Fable because that is one of my favorite games.
Same.
One of my favorites.
I feel bad saying that out loud, but yeah, Fable 1 was amazing. Fable 2 was like actually to be like the peak. I loved it. And then 3 was an abomination.
And we don't talk about 3.
We don't talk about 3. We don't talk about Fable Connect. We don't talk about Fable Journey.
What was that? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
All right, cool. Cool. But yeah, just to be honest with you, I love Fable, honestly. That was one of my favorites.
This would be something I have to do off the show, but I have to see like the exact guys working on it. Because there was a rumor like years ago that they had like the Forza Horizon guys working on Fable. And it kind of made me go, but why? But I also was like, it seemed like I was the only person not hype about the news. Like, I was like, oh, that's great. Those games are amazing. And I was like, the racing games.
Really racing game. Just making a Fable game.
But I see like I was the only person who didn't get hyped about that. So I feel like there's something missing that I don't know.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift and Fable, bro. Don't you want that? I want that.
I mean, weirdly enough, kind of. Give me a horse. I'll drift with a horse.
Give me a horse just drifting with the horse. You just hear that.
Oh, the last big
the scary thought is the Elder Scrolls, too. Sorry.
The Elder
and
Scrolls one.
Way long.
The Elder Scrolls one, like to me, like that hurts a ton. Like I do
And
feel
the
like
Fallout.
in the Fallout, because here's something I will say: Fallout 76, yeah, was an absolute abomination. I do feel like with them now going, hey, we don't need the money anymore with Microsoft. Yeah. I kind of have faith in their games again.
A little bit, because that's a lot of money behind them, man. It's a lot of money.
I'm gonna give you a little comparison real fast. Cause they bought Bethesda for $7 billion.
7.6.
7.6. When Disney bought Star Wars, that was only $4 billion.
That's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yes.
Like at this point, that Disney, I want to know how rich is Disney. Like Disney, that's probably like pocket change.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's the lit in your pocket.
I got to believe after like the last couple years that Disney is like one of, if not like the richest company besides like Amazon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like I said, looking back at it, I do wonder. So this goes into this question too, with the idea of how much money do they have. There is talk, rumors been popping up today that that Microsoft could possibly be trying to buy Sega also.
But why?
That's the same thing I said. Well, to be fair, dude, PSO makes a lot of money. PSO makes a lot of money.
That's like their biggest one, honestly.
PSO made more money than the entire PS4. Once you keep that in mind.
Oh, sweet mother of God, how?
Yeah.
What have they done?
PSO makes a lot of money.
Probably all Americans. Probably.
All playing that game before they even released it. Before they even released it. It's in America now.
Oh, now it is.
It was beforehand. It was only on Xbox, which I won't lie to you. I know so many people who bought an Xbox because like, oh shoot, I can play PSO on Xbox now. That was like all they cared about.
I did play it. It is. I'm gonna be real with you. Too little, too late for me, honestly.
Are you into the new Genesis at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. That sounds cool, honestly. Same. It looks like Monster Hunter with Phantasy Star.
Yeah, dude, that's the exact same words I said about it.
So I'm always down for Monster Hunter.
But I bring up the Sega one just because there's been these. So I'm gonna open this up by saying, well, actually, okay, do you want me to say where I fall on the rumors or not first, or do you want to hear some of the rumors first, like why do people think this is a thing?
Oh,
you want to hear all of it?
Yeah.
All right. I don't think this is real. I think this is like people looking too far into stuff. Like people gotten so used to like Cyberpunk or like Blizzard putting out these super small hints and jokes and thinks it means bigger more than it really is because that's like what they do, and then they just think like every company's doing that.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what I think. Cause this to me this is like Half-Life 3 confirmed territory.
Oh my God. Okay.
But all right, are you ready for some of them? Like some of the things people said that why they think Microsoft is buying it.
Yes.
Okay. First off, Sega. So Sega, like their employees, they've been, for no apparent reason, been taking all these weird pictures of themselves lately with like their bodies in like weird X shapes in front of boxes.
That's oddly specific.
My personal favorite was one where a girl was laying her head down on her desk with her arms stretched out, and a guy had a marker, it had like green, and drew like an X shape to show like, hey, she has her arms in an X, and her arms were in front of a box.
Oh my God.
So that one broke me. I wrote a couple down that like made me laugh. Game Pass for Xbox, they put out a tweet where they're telling people like, hey, we want y'all to stop leaving hints for like what we're doing in the company here. Official memo. And what they put for their tweet with a picture of like somebody like putting like a big stop in front of them. And this one I'm kind of mixed too. But apparently if you put the picture inside like Photoshop or something and you change the color to Sega Sonic's colors, it revealed all these Sega like logos all over the place.
That's weird.
But by reveal all these Sega logos, I want to say that it looks like weird dips in the wall. That somebody just happened to connect the dots on to make it like Sega.
Okay, what are we getting into, some Riddler territory? Like, what am I solving here, dude? Batman looking at this like, what are y'all doing?
I got one more.
Earth go hard.
My personal favorite. Xbox said like Xbox is coming out with some new custom controllers for their new Series X, all the other stuff. Yeah. And the controllers are blue with white backs.
Oh my god! All right, get out of here.
And they put it next to the tagline, "Still iconic." And people were saying like, if you like take out like the rest of the words in steel, and you take out the I, it spells Sonic.
Yeah. Nah.
All right, so you're a team. These rumors are pretty much bull. Huh?
I'm on the side of these rumors are memes. This is just a meme going on. No, nah. They just bought Bethesda. Nah. It's like, I understand if they bought Bethesda and they start getting a big fee, and then there's like, then they're like doing this, then I'd be like, okay, that's interesting.
So I mean, I gotta ask then, because this goes to the whole Disney thing too. Do you think like the Bethesda buy hurt their pockets at all?
Probably not. Probably not.
So you can see them like still buying something still.
Honestly speaking, not right away, but yeah, honestly, yeah. Like, I don't think it's
this is hard for me to even devil's advocate, to be completely honest with you.
Exactly. I know you're trying. I know you are. But it's the problem. It's like, I feel like it's still like the lint in their pocket, but it's the thought process of like, right now, we need to start up this generation right, and you're already behind. You are very behind.
Yeah, that launch window hurts.
The only way you could make up for it now is that Bethesda, which probably was making some stuff in the low, like the Elder Scrolls 6 that was supposed to come out. Now, I'm Xbox. Now, hey, Elder Scrolls 6, looking real good. Real good as an exclusive.
But I'm gonna add this in too. Then, because you have Bethesda, which means Doom's exclusive too. By the way, because they also make Doom. But you have Bethesda with Doom, with Fallout, with Elder Scrolls, with their space game they got coming out, Starfield. You have Obsidian who's working on their big like RPGs and all this other stuff just for your console. So why not also draw in the second or third biggest like MMO in all of like Japan that's making like the most money in that country?
Like, it wouldn't be a shock if they did do it, but it's the problem right now. I feel like they're just trying to play catch up, or they're trying to give more people more reasons. And to be honest with you, I would start to figure out what I'm going to do with Bethesda first before I try to do something else, honestly.
I will say this too. As far as some rumor things for them, I did leave out this, and it is something I will say is like probably the only thing I see and go, okay, maybe you're onto something. Yeah. Sega got it set for PSO, even their brand new one, New Genesis and all that stuff that coming out for them, comes out on Xbox first, and not even like on PC, like in their normal country. Like all their biggest stuff is only coming on Xbox first for like 6-7 months.
That is interesting.
So like, I will admit that's a bit weird, but other than that, I don't know. I do feel like this second one is like a really big jump.
Yeah, it's like I get the reason why you're saying get the biggest MMO and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's like you can, but it's like at the thought process, I would still think about like, all right, what can I do with Bethesda? What can Bethesda do to me? Like, what am I gaining here? You're getting a lot, but now I need to strategically be able to play pieces.
You don't consider like over $500 million a month like anything major?
No, it is. Don't get me wrong.
I feel like it's kind of funny because I know people are listening like, well, you know, like Sega also owns like Sonic and things like that too, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like if Sega didn't have PSO, I feel like I could buy Sega. Honestly,
honestly. Buy them real quick.
Like I gotta imagine they work. Can you name me a Sega game on top of your head?
No. Nope. Besides Sonic, nope.
Not even like a recent one, just like in general.
Nope.
Sonic.
I don't even think Sonic Forces is Sega.
I hate you, because I'm actually not sure. That should be an easy right. Yes, but like I don't know actually.
Got him.
But yeah, that's kind of why I say like we'll see where things go, but I don't see it happening.
It's like I see the point, I guess, but at the same time, not really. You have Bethesda. I would start working on stuff on that, and I'd be thinking about other stuff. But it's like Sega would be kind of like the farthest to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but I'm also in my mind, I'm also kind of thinking too. You have, not counting BioWare. Actually, I even count BioWare. If you include BioWare, you have 2 of the 3 biggest like RPG makers like in all of gaming that works for your company now. I feel, if I was Microsoft, I feel pretty safe in that department where it's like I feel like I can let them be them, and everything will be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of why, like, I feel like if they did say, "Cool, why that's good," let's hit all these other markets we're still missing.
Exactly.
But that's also the best devil's advocate I can give you.
I know. It's like it'd be
I got nothing else.
Because there's also Bethesda also does have an MMO, which is called the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, they have ESO, which is like cool. That's, I mean, okay, I feel you on that, but it's also
all right.
Here's my counter argument to that too. You have this thing that's like making money on both PlayStation and Xbox.
Yep.
And you can say the same thing about PSO, but PSO has a Japanese one that's Japanese only that's on Xbox and PlayStation, and they have their fully American one, which makes a ton of money that's only on Xbox and PC.
Probably because they're playing catch up right now.
Oh, they are.
Biggest reason, honestly. But at the same time, that'll die down pretty soon when they start playing catch up. Eventually, at least.
Nah, I think once they catch up, I think it's, cause here's my thing too. The newest one, the one that's like always been around, the fact that it still makes so much money, I feel like once the English one catches up, considering that's one of Xbox's biggest sellers right now, I feel like when they catch up, it's just going to get bigger.
Interesting.
I think there's a lot of people like me who just waiting for it to catch up. Well, not even New Genesis. Like when that comes out, then it's over with. I feel like a lot of people are going to hop on that.
Oh yeah. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see.
To end the show up, like I said, to hit up on the last topic, Cyberpunk had their last, well, not even their last. They said they're going to do another one, but episode 3 of their Night City thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
What to show off gameplay and all that.
Yeah. The games, bro.
The games. They all good. I'm gonna hit you with this first though. That website that popped up on screen, did you go to it?
Nope.
It's a real website.
And I was lazy.
It shows you everything coming in the game. You can actually go on tours of the city in the game.
And I was lazy.
Dang it, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you surprised? Are you not
really.
ashamed?
I am.
It was like my thought process is like, if that is the case, I'm kind of glad I did it because I'm like, I don't want to see everything. I want it to be a big surprise too.
Mm.
I'm in a weird boat. Like, I don't want to know too much, but I want to know some stuff, you know?
If you want my honest opinion, it kind of, I think I showed you pictures of this, but I bought their big like collector's edition book they came out with. They had like posters of like stuff inside the world, like big collector's edition stuff, like you normally would. Yeah. And everything that was pretty much on the site was the stuff that like in the book that I had seen. Right, to say cool. Advertisements and things like that. And I'll tell you this, when you play GTA 5, essentially the stuff you see that's inside there, it means like what you would see watching TV inside GTA 5.
That's actually pretty cool.
So if you're worried about like stuff like that, I'll say avoid it. But other than that, I say there's nothing too serious in there.
Oh, okay. I might check it out.
Yeah, I think you're safe.
Yeah, it's like, man, I'm really excited because I'm going to do an all melee build. It's going to be awesome.
We'll see. We'll see how melee turns around because like, I know they was like showing it off. Everybody was saying like, oh yeah, like melee bare hands is okay. Once you have a weapon in your hand like a katana, it feels horrible. I'm like, oh god.
I'm going to be real upset if that's the case because I'm like, shouldn't that be the other way around?
I know I was watching Layman or Skill Up talk about it, and he was just like, "Oh no, like the combat, the sword combat in Skyrim felt better than this." I was like, "Oh my god!" That's kind of why, ever since like I heard that comment, I was like, "I feel like melee's done for me." I might possibly do the most I can see myself doing melee is like the little blade arms type stuff.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna do that. That's melee technically.
Yeah, technically. Let's say, but I mean, to me, that's like saying, like, I use melee instead of Deus Ex when I'm, like, impaling people.
You didn't? You did. That's melee, bro. That is melee. I don't care what you say. It came out my hands. It's melee.
The bullets come out my hands, too?
That's melee.
All right.
Did it come for your hands? Did you give him the hands, technically? That's what I thought.
Let me hit him with this shotgun fist real fast, melee.
Exactly. See, you're good now, dog.
Nah. Not at all.
To be honest with you, the melee, because I know Cyberpunk actually did show off that they were saying that they weren't happy how the melee was put out. So
they said they worked on it hardcore. And as far as I know, nobody's touched it since then. But at the same time, I feel like I'm at a point right now where I might do melee on like my second playthrough, but like I care about like the weapons and things like that in it.
No, that's fair. I'm gonna honestly speaking test it out because you know me.
Yeah.
I love melee in every game. It's always been my thing.
And I'm like hybrid stealth, so like I'll see what I end up doing.
I'm gonna be a literal crazy man wielding a katana. This assassin. Nah, probably not assassin. I'm just gonna probably go up to the crib and they'll be like, "Yo, who the heck is this?" Pulls out the katana. So what's up? You all want to get some? Square up. Square up right now.
It's gonna be.
Start shooting bullets at
It's
me,
gonna be a hybrid. It's gonna be a hybrid of what you plan on doing for Baldur's Gate and what Deadpool does at the beginning of Deadpool 2.
You're gonna see me start being like, "Oh, what's up?" And then I just start blocking all the bullets with my katana, and then I stop and then realize I got hit by every bullet except for the one. Bro. That's exactly how it's gonna go.
Oh, that's messed up.
Wow, that hurt.
That's how I lose my co-host right there. Try blocking a machine gun with some katanas.
Ow! That's the one. That's 80.
Oh my god. Yeah, but
I definitely want. I hope I can get throwing kunais too. They're like super crazy futuristic.
You hella hoping they go full ninja.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a kunai at somebody's neck. You just see them.
Nah, I just want somebody. You give me like some Ghost in the Shell, I'm good, dude. Like I would love to be like I could be boxing somebody on the water and going invisible, going for like haymaker, come out.
Bro, you know Scott Pilgrim, right?
Yeah.
You know the final boss where he had the glasses and then he like pushed it up and then he did a bunch of hand signs and summoned the sword? That's what I want to feel like in Cyberpunk.
The power of self-respect. That's all you need.
I just want to randomly, physically just make a katana out of nothing and then just pull it out. And then all my stats go up.
Part of me feels like you're asking for too much. Part of me feels like you're perfectly accurate. No.
It's probably what's going to happen, though. I'm going to probably go all melee based, and the only weapons I'm going to use that's range is probably kunais, most likely, or stuff like that. And if I do have to use gun,
are they even adding like full-on ninja stuff in there?
I don't know, but I'm hoping they did. Oh, and I definitely got to use the mantis arms, though. That looks cool.
The mantis arms, I'm right there with you. What's that?
I kind of wish they would have did Deus Ex Machina, where it's just a katana. But I'm
like
still cool with the
in your arms. There could be though, because they said there's like different types of like objects you can put on. Cause they showed off the do you see the gorilla arms?
Oh yeah, where you can like legit just break everything.
You can go like pure Frankie and get giant like buff arms that like punch through walls and stuff.
My god! Don't tempt me.
That's what you said melee. I was like, all right, I can see that. I can see myself.
Oh my god! I'm literally gonna walk up to the place and be like, "Oh my god, they have a thing. What are we gonna do?" You're just gonna see me just use my backhand, just ugh.
Oh my god!
What are we gonna? Did he just punch him? What punch?
Intense music starts playing.
Yeah. Stop giving me ideas. I will do it.
Oh, this is what I want, though.
Oh my, Cyberpunk! If there's one thing you could, this might be the holy grail. I want it. Cyberpunk.
I will say this: are you still planning on going corpo?
Oh, I am. I
won't lie to you. The Nomads won me over when they started doing all this Fast and the Furious stuff. It's all about family. I was like, all right, I'm sold.
That's true. I was thinking about doing the street life where you used to be with La Familia.
Yeah.
I was like, that's bad. You know me.
It's all about that Familia.
I'm debating about that one. I also was thinking about the Nomad, but I don't know. I like the idea that I used to be a corporate person, and I'm going rogue, and I use melee too. That's what I was like.
If I'm honest with you, I was planning on doing corporal, so you mentioned you were doing it too, and I was like, I kind of want to mix it up a little bit. So that's kind of why I'm picking different paths to have like a different like role when you at.
Because it basically sounds like I'm a melee killer who used to be working with the corporation, and
you're freaking Agent 47. Bald head with a staple on your back of your head, going around assassinating people.
Using katanas. That's it. Or my bare hands, or my mantis arms, because they look cool.
You say that, I'm gonna see you walking around with like a wire in your hands.
To be honest with you, I would also love to have a straight katana count in my hand. I just start going ham, just like freaking, or Wolverine style. I just randomly just go up to people and stab them
again. Yeah,
wall, like just fling. Dude, I would be so down for that. If they had that in the game, I'm down. I'm game.
I'm at a point now where it's like, as they start announcing like weapons, I feel like I can't really see that. I gotta like wait to say like don't firsthand.
Oh yeah, this is just me just spitballing.
Yeah,
Honestly,
like,
I'm still content with the praying mantis because
yeah.
the fact that you could climb up and literally just tip on people.
Awesome. You say, oh, I'm cool with the gorilla arms.
That too?
The Frankie.
I want to punch people hard.
Yeah. They said, but they pretty much, that more or less was the show, just showing off the games, but they said the PC specs for it too.
Oh, what's the specs looking like? What's it looking like?
People are a bit disappointed, and I admit too, it's kind of weak sauce, but I'm also going to say this. I feel like it was holding back to make me feel better, to be completely honest with you.
I feel like they want everyone to play this game so that way they wouldn't have like crazy specs that makes it like
I'm cool with that, but I'm also be like, okay, here's my thing. You know about Crysis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like people expected Crysis, where people are saying like, oh yeah, I bought the brand new graphics card, it still can't run that game perfectly at the highest settings. I think people expected something like that, where it's just, hey, Cyberpunk is gonna break your PC. And when they didn't get it, I think it's kind of like, oh, why isn't it not breaking my PC? I upgraded so hard for this. I think that's kind of what it is.
Oh, gotcha.
Do
I need to upgrade my PC?
Well, let's find out, because this is all the specs for it. Do you want the minimum first or the recommendeds?
Recommended.
All right. Windows 10.
Okay.
Good on that. Intel i7 4790. I do not know what your processor is on top of my head.
I couldn't either.
That one is kind of pretty like mid-range, but your PC's a beast. I feel like it got that. Mine's literally dunk on that Space Jam style. So I'm good. 12 gigs of RAM.
I'm pretty sure I have 12 gigs.
Yeah, I think you have 16 to be honest with you.
I think I do too, honestly.
A 1060 for your graphics card.
I don't know if I have that.
Honest to God, I might have to like go over your house and like just see it firsthand unless you think you can find it.
I definitely won't. So you're probably gonna have to.
Yeah, so I might have to like just look at it and be like, I can tell you if you're good or not. And then the one thing that kind of caught me off guard a lot, DirectX 12. That's every single time like graphics cards and all that other stuff come out, they have this thing called DirectX, which is how you see everything graphics wise on your game. For the longest time, it was DirectX 9 for like 6 or 7 years, and it was like DirectX 10 and 11 for like almost a decade. 12 just came out last year.
Oh.
And that's kind of why, not even just like last year, it came out like December of last year, basically.
God dang.
It really caught me off guard. I was like, oh, wow, I didn't expect to see that there. And that's, not only is that recommended, that's on the minimum too.
Really? So I have to have that.
Good news for you though. I was curious and I looked at like, oh, what all graphics cards like come with it? I think you're good. I think yours should already have it on there.
Oh, really?
Like I think yours should have updated like a long time ago. If not, I can show you how to like manually do it. But I think yours should perfectly be fine. Cause this thing, I was looking at it, there's like graphics cards in there from like 8-9 years ago that could get the upgrade too.
Oh wow, okay, so most likely I do have it.
Hopping right back into it. Yeah, so like that's all the requirements on that. The minimum, they did add one extra tidbit on recommended also. They recommend you have an SSD for your hard drive instead of an HDD.
I have that.
You have an SSD?
I believe so.
Oh shoot. Well, actually, you know the best way to tell? When you turn your computer on, does it take more than 5 seconds?
Okay, maybe I don't.
Because for me, it's literally like I hit the power button and it's on. I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. I love SSD. They said it works perfectly fine without it, but they said they strongly recommend it.
Gotcha. I definitely want
it. Just because of that turn-on speed, you know?
Yeah, for real, though.
I will say, part of the reason I liked it, like the thing people told me about it for years that I'm like seeing firsthand now, they would always say, oh yeah, the best thing about an SSD, it gets rid of your loading screens. So you play a game, your loading screen is literally less than a second. That's like, nah, you guys are like exaggerating. That can't be that crazy. Every game I put on that SSD, I don't think I've ever seen a loading screen in it anymore. You know, can you play Divinity with Ryan? You know how long those loading screens were? No loading screen. It feels so good.
I'm like wondering because like man, when I play Monster Hunter on my PC, it's like I don't even feel the loading compared to PlayStation 4. It's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice.
You also have a really, really nice PC. You have a really, really nice PC. So we made sure that thing was built to last.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and honestly speaking, I think even looking at like all the recommended, going on top of my head, I feel like everything in your PC is still good. Like I feel like your PC is still like great.
Man, I just really want to play this game. I'm gonna pre-order it pretty soon, but I'm gonna hold off for a minute till like somewhere October, so I can just for sure I know I have it because I really am looking forward to this game. If you can't.
Oh, I pre-ordered it back in like March. I was ready for it, dude.
I do not blame you.
Oh, but that is literally it for the show. I got nothing else. You got a couple things. I won't lie to you, it's kind of long. I got a bit of editing to do.
How long are we talking, man?
2.5 hours.
That's pretty good. That's like about full. You want to split that so that way you have 2 things? No.
Nah. I probably should. I really should. But I also kind of was like, I feel bad not having nothing for last week. So having like a big fat booty for like one show, I think is good.
I like it. You know, I like
thick, dummy dick.
I always love when they dick.
But all right, everybody. Thank you all for tucking this show.
That's definitely edited out.
Until I forget.
The bloopers be real.
You call it what you call a blooper. I was just too lazy to edit out the end of the I'm like,
to be fair, I don't even touch them, so
I said this is like 2.5 hours, so like I'll be done around like 1 a.m. And like by the time that time comes, I'm just like, yeah, dude. It's just like, did I get everything? I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, well, no. Oh, I already sent it about me saying, "Fight for my motherfucking life right now."
Chaos.
I'm killing right now.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah, no, it carried out great. Thank you everybody for listening. There's a comment section down below. Please, like blah 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 blah.
Well, he messed that up. Damn it! I messed it up.
Nah, you ever like? Are you ever like saying something you get like hella tongue twisted for no reason?
A lot of times recently, honestly.
What? Just on here, or like just in general?
General.
Oh God.
I'd be like, have a good day, and I get a tongue twist. Exactly.
Did you just see? Are you still there?
Did I just what? What?
When you were talking, you got like super robotic, and you just disappeared. That broke me. Yeah, some days I just get like this, and then you vanished. I was like, what was that?
Oh, you didn't say that. That's perfect.
Oh, I'm not editing that out. I'm keeping that around. It just broke me. It came out of nowhere. Just talking a normal conversation. All I hear is
that sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thank you for listening, everybody. There's comment sections down below. Please feel free to say all your thoughts on it. And hey, if you want, there's a donation button right up top. We're not sponsored by anybody. I'm not forcing you. But like, if you want to, hey, I appreciate it.
We'll do extra stuff.
Check out my OnlyFans. Oh my god. That's where the real income comes from. That's how I'm really paying the bills right now.
It all makes sense now.
Check out all these pictures of me by the swimming pool. Oh my god. Thank you again, everybody, and see you next week.
Get in the swimming pool.
Get in the pool.
No, I'm just...